Hi, everybody. When we go for an interview, what happens? Do we freeze? Do we get too anxious? Do we get a lot of fear? Uh, exactly what happens. So basically, there are a lot of things, a lot of pressure that we are taking on ourselves. And today, I'll tell you exactly how you can get rid of those pressures using three simple techniques. Hi, my name is Srimay, and I'm the founder of the Odisha Digital Coaches Hub Academy. It is an online platform which is dedicated to help all of you wonderful Odia students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, um, and freelancers, right? So I have been from an Odia medium school, and I have gone far ahead in my career. I was working in an IT organization. I was serving in countries which are abroad as well. But all of this happened only because of my uh, desire to improve my communication skills. So today we are going to learn about three very, very cool, simple, and important tips to improve your confidence while giving a job interview. So, if you're ready to learn, just type ready to learn in the comments, and I would love to answer your questions or comments. I would love to reply them whenever possible, if possible during live as well. So this is the 5 minutes tips to improve your communication skills, and today the topic is job interview. So pay attention, my dear friends. The first important point that we need to remember while giving a job interview in corporates is we have to be original. The second point is to be yourself. And the third point is to be relaxed. Now, let me explain these points. And there is a very subtle or soft difference between the first 2 points, being original and being yourself. Many of you might think that both of them are the same thing, but actually they are not. So please pay close attention. So, do you remember? Do you know Amitabh Bachchan? Of course, the answer is yes. One of the greatest heroes of all time. Do you remember Shah Rukh Khan? Of course, you know. Do you know about Hrithik Roshan? Of course, you know. Do you know about Tiger Shroff? Of course, you know. So you know all these heroes. Can you remember somebody who talks like Amitabh Bachchan? There are a lot of people who copy Amitabh. There are a lot of people who copy Salman. There are a lot of people who copy Shah Rukh Khan. But do you remember their name? The answer is no. Do you know why? Because most of the people remember the originals, not the duplicates. And there you go. That is your first important tip to remember. I have had the experience of taking lots of interviews in various metro cities for the IT organization that I was working. So let's say Hyderabad, Bangalore, Kolkata, Chennai, Delhi, Gurgaon, Bhubaneswar. So there are a lot of ODIs who were applying. There were a lot of ODIs who were applying for that IT company. And when I was taking interview on behalf of that IT company, I used to reject a lot of ODIs because of this one reason, because of lack of communication skills. Almost 7 out of 10 ODIs were getting rejected because of lack of communication skills, not because of lack of competency or other technical skills. Hi, Koresh, good to have you here. So, my dear friends, the number one point that we need to remember is that we need to be original. Many people try to copy the resume, they try to copy the curriculum vitae, the CV, they try to copy the internet, somebody must have shared some kind of answer, this that, right? So they always try to copy. You don't have to be like that. Just be yourself, just be original. Don't try to say something which you have not done. Okay, so number one is be original, which means that don't try to say something which you have not done in your life. Let's say, for example, you have written in your resume that you read books. So if as an interviewer I ask you what was the last book that you read, you should be able to tell me the answer right away. If you're thinking while giving answer, then that means you are not original. You're copying somebody else. You're copying the strengths, the weaknesses, the hobbies from another resume or a famous CV, which is a very bad thing to do. So that clearly says that you are not original. Let me come to the second point, being yourself. Now, many people, what they do is they try to remember the answers of, let's say, tell me about yourself. Let's say, where do you see yourself 3 years down the line? Let's say, for example, why do you think we should hire you? So these are very typical questions which are asked in job interviews, and many people try to copy the answers which are given in the internet or so-called YouTubers, and they just try to copy and paste it in during their interview. When you do that, when you are doing it, it is very clear that you are not being yourself. For example, let's say I'll ask you what is your strength, and let's say you have heard somewhere from so-called YouTuber that one of your strength is being disciplined. So when I ask about being disciplined, and if I dig deeper into it and ask you a couple of questions about, can you tell me how you're disciplined, what exactly you do? Many people will fumble there. They will not be able to clearly answer the question because they have just copied or remembered or memorized the answer from somebody else. They are not being themselves. Every person needs to introspect. So all of you can type introspect in the chat box. You need to introspect on a daily basis who you are. What are your strengths, what are your weaknesses? In a clean sheet of paper, in one half you write down, you fold it, in one side of the paper you write down what has been your achievements, and what all things that you have been able to achieve in your life, and in the other side you write down what all things that you targeted but you could not achieve. So when you write all of this, you are introspecting about your strengths on one side and your weaknesses on the other side. And because you're introspecting, you're writing down. And if you can do it almost every single day using a journal, that's why journaling really helps. And then when you face an interview and somebody asks, what are your strengths and weaknesses? You can definitely answer it very confidently because you can give examples, real life examples from your life. That is being yourself. Now coming to the third point is staying relaxed. My dear friends, many people think that staying relaxed being means that I will not get nervous, but that is absolutely a myth. It is impossible that you're going to an interview and there is no pressure. There will definitely be pressure. But what is relaxed then? Relaxed means that after getting pressure, how are you coming back to calmness, to composure, to being logical, being rational, being observable, being listening to everything that is happening around you? So I always say that don't stay in the noise of your head, stay in the music of the other person. Many people keep thinking, keep calculating what will happen, what will happen, what will happen, what had happened. They always stay in the past or in the future, but never in the present. So, in the present, yes, you will feel nervous. Staying relaxed doesn't mean not feeling nervous. No, you will feel nervous. But how much do you want to stay there? You want to come out of that and you want to start focusing on what is your strength and what are you doing right now, and that is being relaxed. Take a couple of deep breaths, have a glass of water, and just accept the fact that being nervous is natural. Everybody gets nervous, even me till date. I am a very experienced professional, as you can guess. But if you ask me to appear for an interview, let's say for a leadership position, I will still take the pressure. And obviously it is very natural. There is a certain pressure, but I'll accept it. I will understand that it's a part of the job interview process to get nervous. When you accept that, instead of resisting it, it's like resisting a cyclone. You cannot do that. The emotions will come. The flood of emotions will come. You cannot stop a flood. It will come. Just accept that it's a part of nature. It's a part of the process. Once you accept it, now your brain will start working about rescue mechanisms. Now it will start focusing on what is important right now. For example, you will start looking at the room, you will start looking at the participants, you will observe different things. For example, what is the color of the company's wall? What is their mission written somewhere? What are the posters written? What are the magazines in front of you? Right? How is the HR calling people? Who is taking the interview? These things will come to your mind, and you will slowly and slowly, from nervousness, you will start becoming aware, present, and confident. There you go, my dear friends. These were the three important techniques that people ignore, and because of which they become extremely nervous, they struggle and they fumble. And they get rejected very easily. Why? Number one, because they are not being original. Number two, because they are not being themselves. And number three, because they don't know how to stay relaxed. I hope these tips will help you. If it was really an helpful information for you, just type TWS in the comments, time well spent. I would really thank all of you to have the patience and perseverance to listen carefully to this video. And I hope you will utilize this really well in your next interview. All the best. If you are someone who's really interested to improve your communication skills and you have not explored our online platform yet, then go ahead, check the link in the description, because there is a link for you to join our free demo class that happens each Saturday from 7:30 to 9 p.m. If you are an Odia, you are welcome there, especially if you're in the age group of 20 to 40. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button, and please do share it with somebody who may need it. Bye bye. Take care.